Hope you enjoyed Day Squad, and this is Sullivan. I was giving my latest review on Naruto Shippuden, episode 449, the Shinobi unit. And then now that things have settled down in the village for some time. However, things are not so easy. For example, the Akatsuki has been roaming around attacking villages from all over the five great nations, kidnapping people of Jonin class or higher. That means Kage. They're attacking people up from the five great Kage. The five Kage are being attacked as well. So this is some definitely some serious stuff. And the fact that and they also know that Sasuke has joined the Akatsuki. And whether he's participated in this or not is still unconfirmed, but they can't ignore that Sasuke, if Sasuke's involved with these criminal activities, hanging out with a group like that, things have gotten very bad. So, and Minato is away doing something, so Tsunade's in charge of the village for the time being. Therefore, it's just some problems, like right now. In order to now they have no choice but to deal with the Akatsuki directly, so they're gonna form this shinobi group, like a unit to like go find Sasuke and take down the Akatsuki. That means a group of Naruto and all his friends are gonna go out. This is some very damning stuff. Even though this is supposed to be filler, there are some things I've noticed. Like they've taken some key elements from several of the other, other verses of Naruto from all the other, episodes from that weren't even filler, mashed them up together and done some things. What are those things? I'll explain to that. So spoiler alert. Sasuke. Even though he's with the Akatsuki, they took care of him, and he doesn't follow. He's not. They're not following his ideals, and he doesn't follow their ideals. So things are not so easy for him. Easy. For him. So it's definitely very very messed up. And, like he's in a situation right now where he is like don't know what he's conflicted with. Right now he's conflicted. Like his goals are twisted. Like everything he's experienced up to this point, is very messed up. Now he doesn't know what to do with himself. He's like right now. He doesn't know what to do. He needs to understand what is going on. Like he's conflicted. However, meanwhile the Akatsuki they're having their plan to dominate the Shinobi world. You know, so but their plans are a little different. I mean, they don't have a Toby in this universe. They don't have a Obito. Um, so, but things are a little. The consistency is different. But they do have an army of reanimated shinobi combined with Sasori's his human puppet style. It's the same thing but a little differently. I mean, it was all white Zets in the and they had reanimated shinobi along with an army of white Setsu. Like the white Setsu were what you call foot soldiers, and the reanimated shinobi were like captains or generals. But the leader was Madara and the rest of the other Akatsuki. Mass Madara, Toby. You understand what I'm saying, right? Like this is a very surreal moment. Like this is something that you shouldn't that you shouldn't that you should take very seriously. Like he's not like the Akatsuki is not your ordinary opponent. I mean, they may disagree, bicker sometimes, but they're all very dangerous shinobi using different styles. They're an elite unit that fights. They're a mercenary group, and they want to dominate war so they can claim war, violence, and dominate. It's basically all about money for them. Especially one of their members, Kakatsu, who's like the purse string user, the one who organizes the money accounts. While most of them have their own dealings, he thinks about money. Kind of makes him one of the greediest of the Akatsuki, because an embodiment of greed, you could say. Things get a little heated. Eventually they find the Akatsuki. I still don't know how they tracked them down so quickly. Remember this is filler. Filler. However, there are also surprises in this episode. For one surprise, Itachi's alive. Some people thought that Itachi died a couple episodes back. A few weeks back. He got between the conflict between Naruto and Sasuke. He took a blow from Sasuke's Chidori. Alright, but that was just a shot. but he didn't really die. Like, and the way he disappeared was like how when an Edo Tensei reanimated Shinobi disappeared. Their soul ascends to heaven, ascends, leaves their bodies. It was freaking out a lot of people. It freaked out so many people. It got such a huge freak out that even for Neverworld started watching, and he was like, "What the fuck?" So, and when someone like for Neverworld, who's one of the biggest and greatest anime reviewers ever, starts freaking out about it, so you should. That's something you should deal with. That's something that should be taken seriously, as one of those followers and admirers I know. So yeah, that's just that is some major. That is some next level G stuff. Anyway, the situation, the Akatsuki he those team they confront and they now know the truth. They know the truth now. They know that it was the Akatsuki that destroyed that village a long time ago. The one where they first met Team Jiraiya. Nagato, Yahiko, and Konan, the original those members of the Akatsuki that they manipulated Hisashi, and that they perfected a puppet style using reanimated Shinobi that Sasori came up with this idea. He came up with this idea. Using with a collaboration with Orochimaru. Even though Orochimaru was the one, in the anime and the manga, Orochimaru and Sasori didn't like each other, but they were both members of the Akatsuki. So and they both have their own ideal goals of dominating the world. So they're kind of cuckoo in the head. You know, this is definitely some surreal moments. How how they're gonna fight an army of puppets but they're not doing it alone. A puppet shinobi reanimated puppet using human doing it alone. Like they got and Minato he shows up with some friends and we get to see some people from all the Ibe villages. We get to see Gara, his sister Tamari, and his brother Conquer. We get Chojuro from the Hidden Mist from the Seven Horsemen. We get to see and we get to see and we get to see Dari, the Raikage's right hand, the one that uses Gale Style. The one that uses his Gale Style, and some Tsuchikage's granddaughter, the ones in Lava Style Quick Cement Jutsu, we get to see Shinobi from all the 5A villages, and the fact that they're together like this, it's pretty good. Like this is taking some keynotes, like it's taking keynotes, like moments from the Naruto verse, from the Naruto history, and rewriting it and compositing it into this. I do like it, but I get but and we're getting this new Road to Itachi arc that's gonna happen in March. So eventually, when they're done with that, we're gonna get back to story mode and to the canon. And this is just filler. There's a reason why why Naruto is known as one of the biggest animes as a major anime with all its episodes not being canon and 40% of it is filler. That's known throughout the anime community as a big deal. However, one of the key notes I noticed is that Sasuke, he is helping them. Yeah, helping them for a moment. Like you remember, like when he first fought, Deidara, he uses his lightning style to disable his chakra bombs, because his chakra bomb uses Earth style, and he uses lightning style, which disables it, which is like its polar opposite. It's weak. It's like he is very strong on Sasuke. Like he's only helping them on a whim. However, one of the reasons why he's doing this is because Itachi's always been one of his greatest goals. Like he wanted to be better than Itachi, but he also doesn't want to fall behind Naruto. Oh, well, both Naruto and Sasuke wanted to be are his two greatest goals, and he's only doing this because he doesn't want to, let Naruto, get defeated. But then there's the at the end of the battle, say, "I'm returning to the village with you, but not as your ally." It's kind of like how that moment in the past where Madara told Hashirama that you and I are destined to battle forever, basically. Like they're eternal rivals. You guys have watched the history of Naruto, and you guys know what's going on. They are eternal rivals. Like this is a major, major moment. Like if this was part of the original canon, You know what you're talking about. If you guys have read the canon, read the manga, watched the anime, then you know what I'm talking about. You haven't, you have it. Like Naruto and Sasuke, they're always gonna be rivals. They bring out the best in each other, but sometimes they also bring out the worst in each other. Like if you watch the long history, like if you are a fan, then you know. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Looks like we're gonna get a conflicted battle between Naruto and Sasuke. And what we expect to see from what we saw in the manga, we expect to see in the anime. Hey, like we're gonna see this, but it's just filler. It's not the original. I do like it, but no, that's just me. Give me your opinion. What do you think? Hey, comment, write, subscribe. Give me your opinion on this episode, on this video, on me. Give me your opinion. Tell me what you think. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Your comments, subscribe. This has been Southern Adams gave my latest review of Naruto Shippuden episode 449, the Shinobi unit. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Comments, thank you. Bye.